Hello there, namaste. So this is the trailer for Sector 32. And I was kind of interested in seeing this. I heard a bit, or my fiance said we would watch it, so I'd watch the trailer. But since then, I've heard a bit more about it, and I don't think I'll watch it. I want to see the trailer to see if it's actually something I could stomach. But apparently it has things in it that I just can't stand. So we'll see. We'll see what the trailer's actually about. I just want to be upfront and honest because I was planning on watching it. Since then, I've heard things, and it's like, you know what? We'll check out the trailer. We'll see. But if it is too much of the things I can't handle, then I just, I'll be honest, I won't be able to watch it. Let's check it out.
सर आपको चॉकलेट पसंद है ना?
Nope. I heard that it was primarily about this. I didn't think it was going to be primarily about this. I mean, that some people are just so weak they prey on those who are absolutely weaker than them. And I know there are people who are going to get mad that I say this, but it's like a man who primarily preys on women. Oh no, there should be equality. No, women are just no, women are not as strong as men. It's one of those things, like, you can't prey on someone weaker than you. That shows how weak of a human being and you are yourself. And from what I heard, this was about basically, I'm guessing, a serial killer who preyed on kids. And that's like as low as you can go. As low as you can go. And it's just, I was like, all right, maybe it's not entirely about that. Maybe there's just a few situations. It starts off immediately with it. So this is the focus target. This is the target, because the only serial killer, which is fictional, that I can think of that actually targeted people that were as violent or, like him, would be a Dexter Morgan. Was a serial killer who hunted serial killers. I mean, of course. Men twice his size, women, whatever they were, but they were all evil. They were all in his whatever. That I was okay watching. Why? Because it was people getting what they deserved, even if it was someone who needed to get what they deserved, doing it all. But it's just like there's something when you go after kids, or it's just it's too much for me, because I have strong feelings about certain things. And oh well, let's just check the trailer out. But I know I'm most likely never going to see this film.
ये मेरे लिए है।
हाँ बेटा आपके लिए
Of course it is. Of course it is.
ये 1686 में न्यूटन ने इस विश्व को इसका सबसे बड़ा मूल मंत्र दिया था, थर्ड लॉ ऑफ मोशन। एवरी एक्शन हैज एन इक्वल एंड ऑपोजिट रिएक्शन। ये राजीव कैंप है और वो सेक्टर 36।
राजीव कैंप से बच्चे आज से तो लुप्त नहीं हो रहे हैं। ये कार्यक्रम तो सालों से चल रहा है। वैसे आपके घर भी बेटी है क्या?
क्या करेगा जान के?
Because, okay, I gotta say, I like how this is going about doing it. If the whole thing, like, I know you need to show the acts of some people, like, you've got to show it, but it's like, if it was about the hunting primarily, like they show one scene in the beginning, and then it's all about, oh, these kids have been disappearing for years, it's the hunt, it's the investigation, and that I think would be different. Maybe if they did it from the cops' perspective, where the officers are hunting, we as an audience don't know who's doing it. We just know kids are disappearing. We just know that they're investigating the entirety of Sector 36. And it's for us to piece the pieces together, just like the detectives, to find the target. I think that would have actually been more entertaining for me. Why? Because we know it's kids who are being targeted and we're on the hunt. I don't like it when we're watching it from the psychopaths, the serial killers, the weak human beings perspective. I don't like it when we watch it from their perspective. I like watching it from the ones who are doing the hunting, the ones who are doing the catching, their perspective, because we're on their side. When we watch it from the villain's perspective, it's aggravating because we're seeing things that are just like, why haven't you arrested him yet? Why haven't you arrested him yet? When it's not that cut and dry. But I wish it was from the cop's perspective only. That would have been so much more interesting for me. I would have been like, yes, I'm down to watch it, because there aren't many like that. Because when you have the person who's doing all the acts, you start with the person who's doing all the acts. You show them immediately. I like the hunt, the mystery behind it all, the catching of them, because you feel satisfied at the end when you find out who it is and they're captured, they're arrested, they're convicted, and all that stuff. You're excited because you went along for the ride. When you know who it is from the beginning, it's more of a suspense. It's like, is he going to get caught now? Is he going to get caught now? Is he going to get caught now? I prefer it, like I said, if it was just a hunting mystery where they're constantly on the hunt, on the prowl for him. But that's just my issue with things. That's just me. That's just me. It's probably an amazing film, but I don't know if I'll be able to watch it depending on how much of that content is from the beginning is in this film.
मेरी खुद की बेटी है 6 साल की गांव में, बड़ी चिंता होती है उसकी। जिसकी जाती है वही जानता है नहीं। ये तो कौन?
वहां पे ना पकड़ के लाई उसे।
पूछो भाई, टाइम नहीं है।
Yeah, I don't think I can watch this.
ये मिसिंग चिल्ड्रन केसेस को ड्रॉप कर दो।
अरे मैं दूंगा ना आपको जवाब, आप पूछो तो सही।
Yeah, I think it would have been much better if it was done from because imagine the film from the inspector's point of view. You find out kids have been missing. It's been happening for years. You're on the hunt. And then halfway through the film, your child gets taken. It becomes personal at that point. And I'm getting goosebumps thinking of it that way. It becomes personal. The way it's going about this way is we're following the criminal, and I don't like that. I've seen a few films where it follows the criminal, and I'm just like, there are ways of doing that where if it's fictional. If it's fictional, it's not a big deal. Again, there are ways of doing things which are fine. When something's based off true events, it becomes tougher to watch, much tougher. I mean, I know. What was it? The Maharaja? Was it Maharaja? Fake story, but that was a tough one for me to watch because of the context of the story. That's just brutal. But you're still following the hero, but you realize at the end what the hero is dealing with throughout the entire story. Here, I think it would have been much better if we're following the inspector throughout and not the one doing the acts throughout, because you want to follow the main protagonist should be the hero based on true events, not the villain. I don't want to be following the villain throughout the story as the main protagonist of a story. I just don't. This isn't a fictional tale. This is something that's based off true events, some real happenings. No. But then again, that's just how I see things. I think it would have been done as like a mystery where we're following the detective and like the true events that happened around and the detectives that were struggling to find it out, instead of, following the criminal's perspective. Yeah, but that's just my thoughts. I was thinking, you know what? If it's just the hint at the beginning, I think it's okay. But then they show, like, right after that, several other kids get kidnapped on the spot, and it's like, okay, yep, that's not for me. But it does look interesting. I kind of wish it was a fictional story, because then it'd be easier to stomach. But at this point in time, I'm going to have to say no. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.